Hey, hello, good evening. My name's Ona Indigo, and I'm here representing the project called No Accordion. And we're celebrating diversity by amplifying extraordinary voices to create a deeper understanding and connection that promotes equal opportunity for all. We're using love to calm the chatter of the mind by supporting one another with passionate expression to share our authentic creations. Now we want to spark inquiry, and we want to raise awareness, and we want to encourage mindfulness. So there we go. That's our mission here. And I have a call to action. I'm going to put this, it's in the bio and Instagram, and right now I'm also going to put this in the chat and some of my other socials. This is a pre-save link for the upcoming single that releases exclusively on Spotify and Beatport next Friday. It's called Room to Breathe, but you can actually check it out now via this link that I've just put, and also look in the bio, like I said. Okay, I'm going to turn that music down because, yeah, there's the song that we are going to talk about today. It's the month of February. I see it's like Valentine's Day time, and I'm looking at the kind of the romance, but more like the melancholic but beautiful side of romance. That side where it hurts so good that any emotion you feel for this other being is valid. And even though some of the emotions that you're feeling at the time are unpleasant, you're still enjoying the overall experience of these strong emotions for another person. Now, today we're going to look at a track called Gnoss, and it's a cover version of a classical French piano song by Eric Satie, and it was written in the late 1800s. Now, the beauty about playing classical tunes or covering classical tunes is that they're too old to be copyrighted. So anybody can record them and release them. And I've loved this composer for a very long time. His haunting minor melodies are both lamentful and gorgeous, like a beautiful sorrow. So what I was going to do now is I'm going to switch you over to a performance that happened at the new Parish. And it was part of a thing called Good Friday with Muti Music. It was a release party, and that's me, and I performed this track. So let's check it out. Oh, it's done this to me before. I don't know why it stops for a second. I think it sits for too long. Okay. Takes a moment to wake up, I think. Let's try it again. Oh, okay. There we go. This party was called Good Friday, and it was an Aries party. See me sporting some golden horns. I think that's playing the little Roland microkorg. And I'm dressed all in white so that images can be projected onto me. And you'll notice any performers that come up as well, they dressed in white. and actually collected footage for each song, little clips, put them in folders. And then I hired a projectionist for the night. I gave them the songs and the clips before we actually did the performance. They played around with a little bit, but they mainly did, live video mixing. Each song had its own theme, its own set of videos. You can see you got some really long braids going down. It's part of the headdress. I'm wondering if any of you recognize that melody. That's a real classic Eric Satie melodic part of it. And in this performance, I'm only playing the melody live, not the left hand. So I spearheaded this whole event at the new Parish. Say the crew, we had about 30 people on the crew. The pre-production crew was about 10 of us. I think I had 3 camera people, 1 photographer that night. We had 5 different acts in the main room. 3 different acts in the side room. In fact, the act before no accordion went on, a performer named Sorn. I don't know if you've ever seen him. Amazing performer. So a lot of the time when I'm performing, I'll have a lot of the beat already set up. I mean, it's everything that I've made. But I'm trying to do less on stage nowadays. As far as playing many instruments or different parts at the same time. I'd rather just focus on one of the parts. There's always a live element to what I do. Oh, that was fun. Hi, Instagram. Here we are back here. It's the best I can do as far as monitors go. So yeah, there we go. So there's the track live in that really fun um, styling that I had. Amazing headdress. Now, what is it about this song that I'm really loving? Well, I love the repetitive nature of his melodies and also the uniqueness of his melodies. They're simple, but they're subtly different. They're not only minor keys, there's some other weird stuff going on. The triplets are prominent in this rhythm that I've created for this. And I'm also using bells as the melodic instrument. Now, it was kind of hard to find the right bell sound. They can be very abrupt and clanging and wake you up. So it took me quite a while to find the right sound and to put the right EQ on it and affect it properly. And this piano track is one of the few piano pieces that I can still play from memory on the piano. It's both simple and complex at the same time. So now we're going to listen to the actual recording of it. And as you know, I'm on my ball. If you're wondering why I'm bouncing all the time, I sit on a yoga ball when I'm here in the studio, and it's good for my core, and it also keeps me focused. So I recommend it for all of you. So here we go. Let's listen to the recording part. Ah, so soothing. So yeah, I recommend you check that song out along with the rest of the tracks on Mentals. It's all instrumental. It's all devoted to this composer, Eric Satie. It's done in, different versions and different ways of interpreting each of these Gnossians and the Genopodes. So thank you so much for joining me. And once again, I'm going to put this in the show, this pre-save link to the next upcoming single. It's actually releasing next week on just a few platforms exclusively. So you can pre-save, and you can also listen to this new track, Room to Breathe, if you just click on this link, follow the link. Link's also in the bio of Instagram and a lot of the other socials. Next week, we are still in February, and we will be looking at the new track, Room to Breathe, which releases, like I said, exclusively on Beatport, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Bandcamp on that next Friday. So you'll get a chance to hear a little bit more about that song, and I'll premiere it that day as well. So thank you once again for joining me, and I hope to see you next week. Reach out on socials if you want to connect before then. All right. Goodbye.